Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. While I've got a bit of time, somebody asked me for a finance read. Because I always rely on spirit to bring the messages through, the most important sort of energies through, sometimes I think, even though there are messages within those readings for people in regards to money and finances, they're not specifically those readings. So sometimes the energies at play may be about work or finances. That's why I say to people, sometimes listen to the messages because the actions may be to do with something else. So it's always good to listen, but I'm going to do one specifically on job and finance here, and we'll see how we go. If there is a particular reading you'd like to hear, or a particular thing that you would like me to read on, please let me know. I'm more than happy to do those if I have the time to do them. But okay, so if you're waiting on some sort of offer for a job or an opportunity to come your way, someone's about to bring you in an opportunity. The Three of Swords is here, so often this can mean that either you've missed out on an opportunity previously or, So either you've lost an opportunity, you could have lost a job here, but something's made you quite sad and perhaps it was unexpected. At the moment with the current climate, it would make sense that you would be really worried and concerned or hurt about being released from a job. I feel like some of you, perhaps whoever you were working for here, may not have had the finances to keep you on. You may have been working for perhaps a smaller organization or possibly someone who's kept on some of the people but couldn't afford to keep you on, and they've had to let you go. I do love here that we have the sun coming out though with the Six of Pentacles. So what I want to say to you, there is relief in sight. There is an opportunity coming after some hurt or heartbreak about something. So if you've lost your job through any of those situations, or you've not had the opportunity, I've found for some people, looking on the internet for work, I found some people who said they were offered a job before COVID, but it hasn't come around afterwards. And a lot of people are reluctant to leave jobs now because they're worried if they leave the security of the job that they're currently in, they may not have an opportunity in the next role. So you're never going to know unless you check and find out. There's a lot of fear here around taking chances or worrying about opportunities coming in. And I need to say here that you have to trust the universe. If you keep saying to yourself you're not going to get another opportunity or something is not going to come your way, then you are putting it out there that you do not want something. I'm sorry, but it's true. And we tend to all do it. We go, but what if, but what if, but what if? Leave the what ifs at the door. You do not need them. Stay focused on what you want. Put it out to the universe, because they're telling me here that you have the power to create. You have the power to be the power in your own life. But you've got to let go of this energy that keeps you stuck. The what if, what if, what if. It doesn't get you anywhere. Think about it. It's only a thought. That's all it is. It's just a thought that someone's put in your mind many years ago that you may not succeed, you may not have the job you want, you're going to be poor, money's hard to come by, money doesn't grow on trees. We're told all of those things, and you carry that poverty consciousness around with you for a very long time. But I'm here to tell you that the universe is working on something for you here. So let's have a look. I would have read sooner, but the cards keep flying out everywhere. So obviously there is a reason I needed to do this reading. And there we are. Look at that. The Hermit and the Page of Cups. So taking time out to work on your core beliefs around what you think you deserve. Because if you don't think you deserve an opportunity, it's probably not going to come your way. So this is letting go of core beliefs. Now, for some unknown reason, the guy in this card is hanging on to his money till he dies, which ain't going to help, because you can't spend your money when you're dead. So I always think that with this particular card, this is about letting go of those beliefs. why we hang on to them. Because we're comfortable, they feel safe. Perhaps someone we loved or respected told us this. But we hang on to these core beliefs about our money. And this guy's hanging on so tightly here and not letting go. So this is about clearing up and allowing those core beliefs about yourself and your opportunities to go, especially in regards, because both money cards here. So especially in regards to a new start. So it's like you're in this card, you're believing that you won't have the opportunity for a new start or a new opportunity. So you're hanging on to these ideas that keep you stuck instead of looking ahead to see that the opportunity is right here. You may even get a scarab beetle with that, if that's a scarab. It's not a scarab, I'm joking. But it looks like the universe is offering you a beetle here. What the relevance is of that, not quite sure. I did ask the question of a card once before when there was something a little bit odd on it. But obviously the beetle has something to do with money. So maybe have a look up if it's a beetle guide that you've got with you at the moment. There may be some sort of message in that. But this is a brand new start with money. So there's some sort of breakthrough here with this Five of Wands. Some sort of breakthrough in the way you think about your finances. So this is imperative for you. Because if you're the type of person who focuses on the lack of money, then you're going to create more lack. So what you have to do is you have to focus on the fact that you already have the money in the bank, that you are already rich and you already have everything you want. That's when it comes in. Okay, so I have you moving away from that energy, which I really like, and taking a leap of faith. So there's something in either this message or something in messages you're receiving at the moment which are telling you that you need to let go of the old way of thinking and bring in a new way of thinking. See, the thing is, especially with people who are spiritual, there was always this idea when we were children that having too much was being greedy, or, you know, having too much money. So everybody's sort of done this thing, especially with tarot reading, where we only ever felt that we took what we deserved. And Spirit says to me time and time again, and it came up in my Akashic reading, we are meant to create anything and everything we want. There is never too much. So don't limit yourself by doing that. I was the greatest person for that. I'd go off to something and say, look, if I make my money back, I'm great. And then I'd get home and I would have made my money back. And I think, well, that's not really helping me because there's nothing in it for me now. So I haven't even earned money for the time and energy I've put in. And then I started to realize it was what I was asking for. I was asking for just to receive what I'd invested. And Spirit said, you can ask for as much as you want. You can ask for as much as you receive. And a lot of people think that's wrong. And I know there are people who are going to listen to that thinking, but that sounds like you're being greedy. That sounds like, well, no. Because the more money I have in my pocket, the more opportunity I have to do the work I want to do. The more opportunity that gives me to provide you with more readings. The more opportunity that gives me to give up another job that I don't enjoy so much so that I can do this full time. So where is the greed in that? Because actually having more money will give me more opportunity to give. I can help my children out. I can help my family out. So where is the greed? I am not a materialistic person. I only use what I need. But if I had more, I could do more of what I want. And I want to do more. So stop and think about it. Are you limiting yourself by saying to yourself, as long as I've got enough to get me by, as long as I've got enough to buy food, as long as I've got enough to pay the rent, because that is all you're going to provide yourself with. And that may be a good thing for some of you. But do you just want that, or do you want more? So make sure you're asking for what you want, not what you need. Poverty consciousness. You're here to do whatever you need to do. And there's a brand new start coming in for you here. This is something you feel very passionate about. Somebody asked me about the salamander after having the conversation about the beetle. And this is a salamander, implying passion. Passion, heat, warmth, something fabulous coming your way here. There is a wish coming true. So for some of you, this may be receiving the contract that you've been waiting for. For others of you, this may be a windfall, it may be an inheritance, but something is coming in here. This is beautiful, beautiful energy here. Some sort of new start that you wanted, something that's going to give you an opportunity to move forward. Okay, talking of moving forward, it happens every time to me. I've got the Chariot, which is the card of moving forward. I'm going to start coughing here, so if I just have a bit of a coughing fit, just bear with me. And then we have the Hanged Man. So we have a few major arcana. So there's definitely people who need to hear this here. There is forward movement. But the Hanged Man tells me you've got to look at things from a different perspective. And it's probably to do with what I've been talking about. It's probably very much to do with seeing money as being an exchange of energy rather than evil. But if you think about it, that's the way we're taught about it when we're young, aren't we? That money is an evil thing. It's an exchange of energy between two people. That's it. It is it. 2 seconds. I'm just going to get a glass of water. Oh, sorry about that. I haven't had a cough, so it's quite interesting that it's just started up. I've been talking too much. So what I want to say to you here is the universe is saying you have to change the way you think about things. In order to move forward, you have to change this way of limiting, self-limiting beliefs. You have to change the ideas around your own poverty consciousness. So if you say to the universe, I'll never get a job, nothing's going to come my way, we're all going to starve to death, we'll have no money, that is what they will provide you with. Think about it. You manifest. Something is telling me here that something's coming in. So you can put aside the worry and the stress and the anxiety that this is bringing in, because you are manifesting what you want here with this Magician. So, beautiful. So you've got to close out this way of thinking. You've got to put away this way of seeing things and open up to the universe. The universe is yours. This is your life. Everything that you have in this life, you bring about by yourself. So think about how that happens. You are leading yourself in your own life here. Because do you ever wonder how people say things and get to the top? Because Trump said he would be president one day. Interesting, isn't it? A page of swords. That is an ace. It's a pointy thing. This is an ace of swords. This is a brand new start. You have 2 aces coming through here. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. No more sadness. No more thinking, feeling that you have nothing, that you've been left out in the cold. No more of this energy here. It needs to stop. You've got to see what you are able to provide for yourself here. Wow, it's really amazing reading. Okay, so bringing in balance. Let's have a look at why they're asking you to bring in balance. Not hanging on to things, understanding limiting beliefs, understanding poverty consciousness, understanding how they make their way into our life through people who've role modeled, people who've told us things along the way that make us feel that we have to hang on to everything we've got. I think this is sort of why the church has, a lot of churches have this belief about donating money to the church. Because there was some sort of belief within that if you gave your money away, you would have more. Or if you gave your money or donated. It comes from this idea of allowing energy to flow. So by giving, you receive. So somehow or another, the church has cottoned on to that, because I know some churches take like 10% of your earnings. Ace of Pentacles coming through here saying that there's a brand new start here. You have to let go of this thinking here that holds you back, and move away from that thinking to have a brand new start. So this is about thinking differently, understanding that the way you think creates the way it is. So try and have an attitude of gratitude. Get up every morning and tell yourself that you have a job. Everything is already there for you, that you are completely happy where you are with what you have already. And make sure that the universe knows exactly what you're looking for, exactly what sort of job, exactly what sort of money, and don't be ashamed to ask for what you think you're worth. I can remember going for a job years ago and the person saying to me, how much do you think that your money should be here? And I told him based on what I was currently earning. And that actually gave me a little bit more, and I was so grateful that I'd got more. But, you know, about a year later, that particular person said to me, you really undersold yourself. I was like, I was doing what I thought was right and not being greedy, apparently. So there's no such thing as greed. They're probably people who misuse their power for their own reasons, but King of Swords coming out here. There's definitely a new opportunity coming in here. Definitely a new opportunity. Once you get rid of this old way of thinking, this sort of thinking that's holding you back from having what you want, you're able to manifest something here. You've got two aces, manifestation, 9 of cups, the Chariot, the World, and the Hanged Man. This is about letting go of your beliefs about either poverty or financial success. Some of you have got success here, and look what dropped out when I said that. So there's something here. You're either being offered a brand new contract or a brand new opportunity that's going to take you into the future here and bring you to where you need to be. But you've got to let go. Get those claws out of what you believe in, because you're sort of, it's almost like you're sitting in this sort of energy of not wanting to let go of an old way of thinking. Okay, let's put some more cards down. All right, I have the King of Cups coming through with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. There's a choice here to rebuild. Okay, so the universe is asking you to rebuild, to put your love and your energy into rebuilding yourself here. This is about self-love. Okay, doesn't everything always come down to self-love? What do you think that you deserve? What do you think that you should have? If you think you don't deserve anything, or if you think your level of deserving is low, then the universe will provide to you. And I feel like for some of you here, this is about understanding what you deserve. So maybe somebody told you when you were young that you didn't deserve to have something. You didn't deserve success. You didn't deserve to be rich. Whatever this is for you, you need to go inside and have a look. You need to understand the way you think about things, because there's some sort of balance that needs to be brought in. I have the King of Pentacles. I have the Four of Pentacles coming back again with the Empress. Okay, very clear message here. In order to attain what you want, whether that is a job, money, contract, different way of life, more money, or more resources, you have to start thinking like this King of Pentacles. You have to put your focus on what you think or feel you deserve and what you want in your life. And by letting go of all these thoughts and energies that hold you back here. Otherwise, you're going to be like this for a very long time, because you're coming up as the Empress here. Now, what this says to me is that you can give birth to something new here. You can give birth to a new way of being, a new way of doing, a new way of receiving. Because she's here to tell you that you are capable of doing this. You're capable of creating the life you want. But you've got to let go of these energies that are holding you back and take on more of this energy of being more comfortable with who you are, more in charge of your own finances. And when I say being in charge, I'm not talking about controlling. I'm talking about allowing the universe to bring you what you deserve. Because it's quite clear here that you deserve a lot more than you're asking for. Thanks, everyone.